Hey, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Alan Dariod. I am a full-time football agent and the founder of Elite Football, Australia's largest player agency. I've helped hundreds of players with player representation, and we work with over 25 professional clubs across Europe, South America, and UAE. Just last month, we signed 4 players to professional clubs in Europe. And today we're going to be talking about adapting to new environments, specifically for those of you who are heading overseas for a trial. Whether it's your first time about to play abroad or you're just looking to master the mental and emotional side of football, I've got you covered. First up, let's lay up what you're up against. Moving to a new country isn't just about the football. You're dealing with language barriers, cultural differences, and a whole new set of social norms. Remember David Beckham's move to Real Madrid? Despite being a top player, he initially struggled to adapt to the Spanish lifestyle and play style. But it wasn't just the football, it was about finding his place in a new cultural fabric that ultimately was his key to success. So before you even pack your bags, start with emotional preparation. Adapting to a new environment starts in your head. So you need to develop a mindset of resilience and openness. See, if you're flexible psychologically, it can significantly impact your performance and adaptation. Something I tell my players is control the controllables. You can't control the new language or the new food, but you can control your responses and your attitude towards it. Be like Ronaldo when he first joined Manchester United. He was young, inexperienced, but his mindset, unbreakable. He focused on what he could control: his training intensity, his routine, and his learning speed. Next will be the cultural adaptation. Well, this is all about respect and understanding. Throw yourself amongst the environment, learn local culture, figure out key phrases in the language, maybe understand the localing football terms, and embrace local customs. This does more than just help you fit in, it shows respect and effort, qualities that coaches and teammates appreciate. And it helps to kill the outsider feeling you have when you're trialing overseas. You're not at home anymore, so it wouldn't make sense to act like the person you were before you left. Focus on becoming the person you need to be to strive. Social integration would be your next battlefield. Don't be a loner. After all, football is a team sport. So engage with your teammates off the field, maybe participate in some team dinners, join group activities, build relationships. All this can sort of offset the loneliness that you feel when entering a new country, and will ultimately translate into better chemistry on the field. If you're stuck in your own head, maybe just focusing on playing games and watching Netflix in your off time, the type of person that just has their headphones on constantly, it will only ever lead to loneliness and overthinking, and just ultimately hinder your performance. And I can understand players that are maybe more introverted than others, but it goes beyond this. If you're not building relationships with coaches or players, you will be forgotten when choices need to be made. And oftentimes you'll be forgotten on the pitch. And most likely you'll be ignored on the pitch. So while I do have some players that focus on being on their phones and watching TV shows and whatnot to try and escape their reality, because they do struggle with missing home a lot, it's just hindering you overall. Because if you're on trials and you're not at the forefront of the people that can make a decision on your future, you will be forgotten. Let's talk conditioning. New environments can be tough on your body. Changes in climate, altitude, and diet can affect your physical condition. You should maintain a strict regimen that aligns with your professional standards and adapt your training to the local conditions gradually. You're going to be thrown into a new system, a new way of playing and training, and a new just daily itinerary. So be patient with your learning and adaptation. And once your body gets adapted, usually about the end of maybe your first month, that's usually when most players get accustomed, start to jot down when you're going to be training extra besides the team trainings. See, keeping your body physically conditioned only helps what matters most, your mind. Fatigue your body to rest your mind. Something else you shouldn't do is don't get bogged down by logistics. Ensure that your documentation, your housing, and your travel is all well and sorted before you fly out. For players coming through our agency, Elite Football, link in the description, this is all taken care of. But for the rest of you, understand that the less that you have to worry on, the more time you have to just focus on what's important, and that would be just your football. Another crucial strategy to adapt to new environments is something I just touched on earlier a little bit, is establish a strong routine. Consistency is key in any professional athlete's journey, but it becomes even more key when you are in unfamiliar territory. Setting a daily routine helps create like a sense of normalcy to your brain amidst the surroundings of chaos and just new pressures. Routine is your anchor. It helps regulate your body clock, manage stress, and boost overall productivity. So start with the basics. Understand your regular times for training, for eating, for sleeping, and you should keep it all down in your calendar. Sounds lame, but just do it. Everything you can get rid of from here, the better. Incorporate time for social activities and personal downtime for just your overall well-being. So think of your routine as your framework, which you then build your success overseas. It's about doing the right thing at the right times, day in, day out, to maximize your development and impact. Plus, if you find yourself with too much downtime, fill it. Document your journey, make TikToks or YouTube videos. You have plenty of time. You don't just have to do football. Register for an online diploma or something. Just because you're focused on footy doesn't mean you can't do anything else with your downtime. But obviously understand yourself. This is for the players that maybe feel bored and feel that they have heaps of free time while trialing overseas. If you're, on the contrary, someone that feels overwhelmed with the training and structure and the new itinerary that you have, take stuff off your plate. Don't add it. Discover what works for you. This is your journey. So there you have it, your comprehensive guide to conquering foreign trials. Remember, every great player was once a newcomer. So face this challenge head on and let every new experience refine your skills and character. Oh, and stop overthinking about home. The grass is always greener on the other side. You'll miss home when you're overseas, and you'll miss being overseas when you're home. And one day you'll be 50 and you'll wish you had given football your best shot. So please don't let your mind let you down. If you have any thoughts or questions, drop a comment below. Stay strong, stay focused.